Greetings, Dr. Fomechetes. Greetings to the IHSS team and wherever you are watching. So, this is just a recap of the month of July and August on all the work and development that has been going on so far. It's going to be a five-step process. First, talking about the recap of the brand, what the IHS is all about, the logos. Then, secondly, we go to the plans that we have because don't just see this as a short time or a part time something. We see it as a long term business. So what are the plans that we have for IHS? What are the things that we have put in place? Why did we design things the way we designed it? And how can we better optimize it? The next thing that we'll also talk about is the problems that we ran into, and then finally the solutions to those problems and how we can solve it in the near future. So right away we'll start with IHSS. Let me pull up my binaural bits in the background there. So yeah, this is it. Integrated Health and Support Services. So it shows that I've had visitors. I don't know how come because the website was only published just a few days ago, and we have really made some updates from the last time that we started. So now I'll just go through the sales funnel or the plans that we have for IHSS. Now, it is not a complete or a fully fledged website because a website actually has a lot of intricacies and all of that. And I now realize why websites take so long to build. It's actually so much that the website encompasses. But the way that I see it or the way that I designed it is that I want this website to be an income producing machine. Yes, it's good to have a website for authority. It's good to have a website for like a house, the same way that you have a physical home, you have an online website where it's like the home of your business or your brand or your company. But I want it to be in the form of, yeah, let's just say a money or income producing machine. I hope my cursor is here. So now we'll start with the sales funnel chart. Now, the reason why I want it to be as a sales funnel is that a sales funnel is basically a tool in which you get customers from where they are and then we take them to where they want to be. Rain is falling and you take a bucket and you put it outside. What a funnel does basically, or even if you are trying to fill up a container, a small container with a big container, what a funnel does is it takes water from all these places and it brings it inside the main place where we want the water or the fluid to be. That's exactly what a sales funnel should do. It takes customers or prospects from all the places where they are, mainly social media and in terms of we are going to be doing outbound marketing, and it brings them into where we want them to be. So the first thing that we're going to do now is to attract them. We attract them online, although there is the offline part of it. But the online part of it that I see is to post high quality content on LinkedIn, and I'm coming to that. We are going to generate leads for these customers, and we are going to run personalized ads and personalized connection requests in the future. So this now will ensure that we attract them. Now that we've attracted them, they are now within the funnel. What do we do with their attention that we've gotten? Well, the next thing that we're going to do now is to interact with them. So we'll respond to whatever comments or engagements they may throw at us. We'll get them to share and like our posts and all of that. And then we'll also send constant emails and follow-up newsletters. And I'll show where these newsletters are going to come from. The next thing that we'll have to do now is to convert them. So we are not converting them from prospects or from people who love the work that we're doing from stage one into customers that can actually buy from us. So this discounts and coupon code is still in the pipelines. I don't really know how it's supposed to work well. But the main way that we're going to convert them is through our website and through our follow-up emails. And from then now we generate income by first of all making it convenient for them to buy either by linking Stripe or PayPal or whatever payment infrastructure is there or is the most common now. And we also set up multiple points for selling and call to action buttons in our website. So the website is not just going to be there for fancy or for somebody to come and admire how nice it is, but it's also there for people to buy. And now there are multiple avenues in which people can get to buy from IHSS or can get to purchase our services. Yes, there are services that we offer, but there are also ways in which somebody might not buy immediately, but they can keep that relationship with them. And that is exactly what the website is optimized to do. So we want to really turn this into an income generating machine, because that is the way I see website. So we attract them, interact with them, convert them, and later on generate income. So that's it for the overview. Then the next thing that I really want to go in is with a brief like the brief, let's say, overview of the logo. Yeah, I think we already went over the logo and why it is like this. Like this is, the plus heart of that you see in the medical field and first aid box, and then you have the integrated health and support services with the color palette. Now this color palette, now you may or may not be familiar with it, but it's the exact color that we're going to use when you have the big brands like the Coca-Colas, the Nikes, Apple. Although I want you to stick with colorful brands, they have a particular color that they use, but that color has to be consistent everywhere. So if Coca-Cola is running an ad now and are using a particular shade of red, that red is what is going to go on the can, is going to go on the chalk, is going to go on the dress, is going to go on everywhere else. The moment that red or that shade of red changes a little bit, is no longer the Coca-Cola brand. So this hex code now is just for any designer or any future web developer working with IHSS to stay consistent with this particular color palette. And the fonts, well, fonts can vary now and then. People don't really notice fonts, but fonts too are important as well. So going straight into the site, there are a few things that I could not really get my head around, because I did not have like the full privilege to adjust some things, but I was able to touch every little part, from the domain to the website to the email to the marketing, even the conversations and automations. Luckily, not everything on GoDaddy is premium. There are actually some things that you can use for free, but I'll really suggest that we get the premium domain, this HTTPS, because getting a premium domain is going to really position us as, how do I say it? Well, it's going to position us as professionals. Like it's one thing to share your website and somebody sees, okay, maybe this is yourname.com, but by the time somebody sees this is your name at wordpress.com, or this is your name at maybe capcut.com, it just shows that just like when somebody makes a video and then you see a very big CapCut watermark, maybe made with CapCut or made with a video, it doesn't look as professional as it would have looked if it was just empty like that, or if it's just our name. That's why I really insist that we get the domain. Now I'll just copy the domain here, so that I want to do this on a brand new tab, on a brand new fresh tab that I've not visited before. I think it has been published, and I hope that the settings have come in. Yes, this is it. Now when we enter the site already, because of that domain issue, they are now advertising on top of our site, on top of our whole site too. They are now advertising on top. So we have the, how do I say this, we have the logo here, and I wanted the logo to be on the hero page of the website. The hero page of the website is like the main attracting, grabbing point, the point of sale in that particular website. So when we have the pictures, I do not just want to use one picture. I wanted it to be in the form of a slideshow where people get to see the different things that are happening around the website, and what we are doing, the kind of services we offer, just a brief overview. There are also instances where you can have a video, but I'm working on a video now actually, but it's very important that we have more than one picture on the home page. We could still have one picture, but it's very important that we have more than one, so that we get to show all the things that we do and why we do them. And then there's also this cookies policy, and I made it so that it will not be mandatory. So you can choose to, let me zoom this in so that it's better. Maybe I can put it at 100. It was too okay, yes. So somebody can choose now to accept our cookies policy, and when they accept the cookies policy, it basically tracks like when somebody comes in, they're able to receive the orders and all of that. And we now at the back end of the website, we can be able to track how many people are coming here. So we can be able to tell that okay, we made that particular post on Facebook, and just from yesterday we made the post to today, 20 people have visited our website. So we're able to tell that okay, if the Facebook post got maybe 500 views, for example, hypothetically, if the Facebook post got 500 views and 50 people have come to our website, what is our conversion rate? So it's 10%. Although we cannot really call it conversion rate because I've not bought anything yet, but at least that data is enough to know that okay, this thing is working. So this our post is working. But if the Facebook post had 1,000 views and then only 10 people came to our website, they will know there's a problem somewhere. So we can now later optimize it. That is why that cookies policies, accept cookies, is important. So continuing now, we have the home, shop, contact us, about us. I'll also add the other things, but unfortunately, again, this is another issue with that domain. When we are using like the GoDaddy free plan or the GoDaddy free, we can have just a single page website. It means that everything that we want to put is going to come on a single page. Unfortunately, we don't really have the option of having maybe one page for the home and then another page for the about, another page for contact us, another page for products. We just have one single page. But no worries, we can go ahead. So it's just the same dark line: transforming home healthcare, innovative and personalized care for your loved ones. It's simple, straight to the point, it's powerful. And then we go down now to about integrated health and support services limited. And here we now have our mission, which is like a Tuka mother smiling, talking about our mission. We have our services and our caregivers. So even this place of if you have any question, let us know. So I could choose to say I have a question, and then this chatbot opens. So it's like an integrated chatbot that has been put there. So I can just type in maybe I have a question. But this option is just there to help guide people in case they have a question, and then a chatbot now is going to reply. So what did it do? It said, of course, what question do you have? I'm here to help. Okay, I want to order so what can I say? Okay, physiotherapy. Let me just say Marshalls physiotherapy. Yeah, that's cool. So I want to order physiotherapy. Let me see what the AI says. So this AI has already read through our website. Okay, I'm not sure if we specifically offer physiotherapy services. However, I recommend reaching to us directly to inquire about the availability of social therapy and all of that. We can now assist you. So it's really nice because when somebody is visiting our site and maybe there's not something that I've explicitly mentioned on the site, this AI bot already knows everything that we have done on the site, and from all the information that I've given the site, is now able to give meaningful answers. Yes, meaningful answers that can help our customers or prospective clients when they come to the site. I think it's really nice, and it reduces the need for a human. I say human. Yes, it reduces the need for a human to be at the other end typing the messages manually, especially when we start getting a lot of traffic to the website. So I go see choose to talk to a human, and this is where they're now going to connect me. So I'll just put in my name. I could also put in my email, and where's that place? I forgot my email. I don't know where this leads to, but I just okay. Now I did not set up this particular place because there were two emails there. So they say my message has been submitted. Do get to me via email. So there should surely be a message on the back end now. But the thing is that I had to either link either the IHSS health email or your personal email. So that's what I was here to get to you on that. So, but this is a chatbot, and you can talk and ask questions and look at it. It's very direct. It's very direct. What if I said I want to order home health care services? Maybe this might turn up something. So I want to order home health care services. Should I say order? Not like we're buying food. Or maybe as I switch to human, it doesn't respond. Anyways, that's just it for the chatbot in case somebody wants to use it, or in case somebody does not understand something that's happening on the website. But the chatbot works as well. So just one of those automations that can really help us, like in case somebody is not at the back end of the website to constantly be answering messages, the chatbot can take its place and really help out. Now, so we have our mission, our services, and our caregivers. The next thing is integrated health and support services, which is simply going to the about us. Now, this about us button will normally lead, back to the about us page. Usually, it would have led to a different page, but because of that plan, it's just like a single page where we have to like forcefully put in everything there, try to make it as straightforward as possible. And then we go now to our services. So straight away, like the first selling point was welcoming them to our website immediately with this get started button. The second selling point, like I mentioned in that presentation with that other site, where I mentioned that, like I said, we have to attract them. Now that I've attracted them, we're now interacting with them, which is exactly what the website is designed to do. So the next selling point now is our services. So I've made it very, I keep saying we. I've made it very engaging so that if somebody wants to order a particular service, they have an idea of what that service is about. So like here we have in-home nursing care. See maybe a nurse talking to an old lady and all of that. You have physiotherapy sessions like rehabilitation exercises. So somebody can see this service now. So maybe I wanted to book physical therapy, including the time and the fee per time. Yes, but again, we'll have to revise these services because I'm not sure the exact services that we offer and their exact description, but I could just make an educated guess. So I'll look at the services from here. Let's say I wanted to book physical therapy. Click on the picture here, and this picture now is actually like a whole booking session where I can pay now and all of that. So now takes me here physical therapy session. There's a picture of him, doing like some stretching exercises. We have the time frame, and we have the amount of money that sorry, yes, we have the fee. So today is the 14th. I don't know if I can book it on the 14th. But let's say that I wanted to bring my grandpa in on Saturday. So I can click on Saturday 16. Okay, it gives a time. Jersey. I'm not sure if it's Jersey. I'm not sure if it's Jersey. It has to be sorry, Arizona or something. So now maybe I want to bring him on Saturday at 1 p.m. So I select the time, select the 1 p.m. Licensed therapists will guide rehabilitation exercises to improve mobility. So this is a description now of this particular service I'm offering. So after all of that, I'll now press on book. I press on book. From what I said on the back end, it now adds to our card, the card that we had up there. So we have like a coupon code in case we were to give out coupon codes to people, the date and all of that. They have to fill in their payment details. And when they fill in their payment details, this confirm booking is when they now have to pay. But this is the part where I've not been able to fully integrate yet. I cannot even do it if I wanted to. So you are the one now to connect now whatever payment details or cards you are connecting. We usually don't do these things here. What I usually use here is Seller, where people pay online and then Seller handles the transactions and you can now withdraw directly to your Momo. But you can, based on how US post payment services work, this person can now add this to the card. So he has now added to the card. But that is it. So there are different services that we offer. So we have in-home nursing care, the time frame or the duration. We have physical therapy session. We have elderly companion care. We have meal preparation for seniors, like you want to cook meals for the seniors. Maybe some seniors might be at home, they might not be able to cook and all of that. We can definitely you see the same booking process for the day and the time and all of that. And again, it's based on our availability times. So from the time that we put we are available, maybe we are working in the morning from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Those are the times that are available. Somebody cannot come and order that they want us to come and cook for them at past 6 p.m. in the evening. It's not going to work. So now that is nutritious, senior friendly meals prepared at home based on their dietary needs. This money service even too small. I don't know. We should actually add it in. Okay, so let me go back to where the services were. So elderly companion care, meal preparation, maybe wellness check. Maybe we can just put that. Okay, somebody might want to call. Sorry, we can put it in a way that if the elderly people or the people at home are there and there's no nurse attending to them at that moment, we can have a nurse who regularly calls them to remind them that hey, it's time to take your meds and so on. Because it's something that somebody can forget. So that could also be a service. Maybe errand and coaching support. Maybe while they are doing the in-home nursing care, they could also do errands. Although this option is looking too far-fetched, I'll surely remove it. But I just wanted to show you how it could possibly look like, for the different services that we offer. And if there's a physical location, or if we can get like somebody there to take pictures of the actual services that we have, maybe with people even wearing that uniform, is going to look more authentic, because this one now is like stock images that was found online. So if you could get pictures of the staff of IHSS themselves working, I think it's really going to drive this part forward. And even this first aid training. So some families might have people with stroke or this thing. I think it's seizures like that. So maybe stroke or seizures, and normally when they have these episodes, they are unable to handle it. They're like, what should we do? Or somebody starts bleeding, what should we do? So this training now, since they are all medical professionals, we can decide that okay, maybe we're not going home to take care of people, we're just going home to offer this training. So you can go there and just offer the training that okay, this is what you should do in case somebody has this or does this, and that could also be a service as well. So yeah, these are just the different services, all fitted with their own duration and their fees and even their description. So wellness check. So yeah, so all services have their description. So that's it for the services tab. And the next tab now is okay, yes, our caregivers in action. So it's photo gallery. Again, these are just generic stock images. So if later down the line we could have images of or even videos of IHS people working in action, then it could be really good to use. So that we have that here instead of just regular stock images. So this is it, our caregivers in action. And then somebody can now contact us. I should have added a phone number or email here, but I just have to, confirm with you first so that somebody can come and see us in person. And this particular date here, Thursday, is highlighted. Is it highlighted? It's thicker than the others, showing that this is today. So if somebody were to visit us today, the person will most likely have to come on Thursday. It's really Thursday. Let me see. Yes, it's Thursday, 14 August, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Yeah, that is it for that was. So I think it would also be nice that I could put like an email or a phone number that they can reach out. Yes, but even with this, it's very okay. So there was one thing that I also forgot to the location. The location is very important. So I'm also a contributor on Google, and it's good that if there is a physical location or an office, we should pin that location on Google Maps. It's very important. There are times that people might need to search up a restaurant on Google and they just open Google Maps and with their location are able to get there. So we should take like very good pictures of the building outside and then we upload it to Google Maps. When Google approves of it, our location is now on Google. So we can have that location on our social media, we can have it here on the website, and we can just have it there so that whenever somebody searches integrated health and support services, the person will see our location on Google with all the information there. It really helps like for the whole professionality to look more professional if our location is on Google, so that we'll not have to manually describe a location like how we do here. And it's even better because I heard that their streets are numbered, so you can have like a street that has its own number and its own address. Yes, that can really help. That's for contact us. Yes, and this is another part that also put a lot of work in. Okay, yes, we are hiring, join our team where they can, enter their name, phone, email. As not really do as not really do much on this. The only thing that I did was to blend the colors to the original colors that we use. Again, we are using blue and green because it's just color psychology. Blue represents calmness, trust, and all of that. That's why banks use blue. While green represents vitality, life, growth, wellness, health. That's why most pharmacies, maybe water companies, banks that need trust always go for colors like blue and green. And again, it's this particular shade of blue and green. So I try to make it as consistent as possible throughout the website with that blue and like teal, like blue green color. Just make a submit application. And the next part again that we have, which could be a selling point, is products. Now, it might be a shocker or it might look somehow that we have dresses in as a service. So we have dresses as a product of maybe home care. And I'll explain. Now, usually when people go to somewhere, they usually have like these wristbands that they give them. So we have like these wristbands that they give them as a memorial. Like during that papa's funeral, there was this. I had mine. I think I lost mine last year finally. But I even took some from school. So my friends that came that day, I gave them. So it could be a souvenir for people who come, or maybe we can just have like these tote bags where people can put groceries and all of that. It's just stylish. It's very functional. Just have that tote bags, and if there's somebody that have like a loyal customer, maybe they're going and can just give them these tote bags. So we have this customized. Again, it's all about being in a relationship with the brand. So it's not like we are hanging this on the entrance of the place that this is what we're selling. No, it's just something at the side. So if somebody wants to connect with us on a deeper level, they could check out like our merch, and then we have the things here. So we have like maybe a hoodie, uh, maybe the IHSS t-shirt, but it's probably going to be like this professional polo t-shirt, like the t-shirt that has, how do I say it? This is no, like let's say polo shirts. So that's going to be like mostly for the staff. And the hoodie option, I was just experimenting with it. We have to have a t-shirt, it should be like for the staff. Maybe a few special people might have a coffee mug, maybe a baseball hat. Again with the tote bags, it's really going to help. And yeah, it's good that everybody gets branded ISS stuff, and it's still the same thing as our services. But if you want to book it, just take a quick view. So when you take a quick view now, stores was open. Okay, yes, we have like the comfort IHSS comfort hoodie, where you can see the hoodie, you see the size and all of that, and then the different variants like different colors. Select your quantity, you add to cart, or you buy now. Okay, yes, the card. I've not yet integrated payments. That's why the card is still like this. So when someone now asks to card, they can be able to shop in here and they buy now. And also has a description. So it's a cozy midweight hoodie, this and that, the logo printed on the front, da 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 da. All of that is really going to help. And again, cash producing machines, website. So this is also an avenue that they can make money. Although nothing too significant, but income flow is income flow, sure. So that is it. So, but the one that I really think that would be a good idea is this, like these wristbands and maybe the tote bag. The wristbands and the tote bag, yeah, it's really great. Even a coffee mug. Somebody might want to just have maybe a coffee mug at home, containing our IHSS merch, and this wristband is really going to be nice. So that's it. The wristband, and Yeah, it comes with a discounted price and their actual price. Just taking the products one by one. Okay, just the discounted price and their actual price, and somebody can now buy. But the buy button doesn't work yet because I've not done all the back payments and all of that. And then those are just the physical products. Now, yeah, if you want to really get like these printed t-shirts, there's this place in Douala. I think it's Marche Poppy or Marche Sancho or something. Where you can get these pilot shirts really cheap. I think it's 2,000 or 2,500 for a piece. So you can get them extremely cheap. And then just go to any printing place. You have your logo, you have your design already. They just print it there. And it's not like that cheap, like cheap quality, although there are different qualities. But some of them are really good qualities. And then when you're in an organization now, now come and say, okay, we're selling one t-shirt 7,000. So somebody will print something for maybe 35, come and sell it for 7,000. That's like 100% profit. So yeah, so for the t-shirt there, I and the hoodie, I don't really know the price. I don't know how much, even the glass in this cup. I put $10 there. I don't know how much somebody can buy a cup for over there, or how much they will value a cup for. But yeah, that can go as well. And then the other part that I was really also interested about is is your okay, yes, is to write physical books. Now, going back to the services, there was a service here that I thought about when I was designing, which is like first aid training, because the doctors or the home healthcare or the people doing practicing the services are not going to be living with them 24/7. So there'll be times when these elderly people might be there and something might happen and I don't know what to do. So in addition to the first aid training, they might also want a guide. Now this is where the trigger is. They might also want a guide on how to go about certain things. Maybe what kind of food should they eat? What type of care should you give them? When are they to take their meds? This type of things. So this type of things now, that's why I put together these ebooks. Now it's not a very well structured ebook, but it is a book that really it keeps the knowledge this way. Okay, look at it this way. If I were to hire an expert, let's say I were to hire you for consulting, obviously you are very busy with many things, you are running the company, doing other things here. So I know that if I'm coming to hire you for consultation, it's not going to be small money, it's going to be a lot. But now, what if you already had a publication somewhere with your knowledge for cheaper as a digital product? So I'll reason that okay, would it not be better for me to get this book at maybe $10 that I can know how to take care of my grandparents at home than to meet you for 1 hour for maybe $200? So that's what will be going on in the customer's mind. And because you are positioned as a health specialist, anything that you were to release as an author already has your stamp of approval on it. So that's why I also added this product, and this is even the main product I wanted to feature here. So they are not physical printed books, although you can have it as physical books as well. But they are mainly e-books. So you only have to write it once, you only have to do the research once, and once it's there, because it is an e-book, it will sell for it is unlimited. So either we have to worry about minimum order quantity or shipping costs and stock, how many copies we have left in stock, and all of that. It's just there as a PDF. Just write it once, just publish it once, and you can sell it for as much as you really want. There are people that have built their whole empires just by selling online courses. Although some sell it as scams, but many actually legit. The information industry is a booming industry now, and it's only projected to grow very soon. So this particular book, Caring at Home. So let's just say we're to write this ebook. It's just a fictional ebook that has not yet been written yet, but I just tried to design it. Let's say you wrote. I just think you Let's say you wrote an ebook, Caring at Home, a practical guide for families of and supporting their loved ones by Dr. Teresa from HS. So it's like okay, so So this is like a book that in case the doctor is not there, I can buy it and I'll know how to care for my loved ones at home. So by the time they add to cart and they buy now, they receive it. Okay, yes, they buy future cannot work. So by the time they add to cart, they receive a downloadable copy, and that is what they're going to read it from there. And again, digital products, you don't have to worry about inventory and all of that. Is very very it's one of the best products to even sell. Forget about all of those hoodies and the t-shirts and the coffee mugs and what I was talking about. This is a real deal because you just have to maybe do the research, maybe take time and write down author the book. But once the book is out, it's out, and you can sell it for as long as you possibly need to. The next is also book that I wrote there is maybe first aid essentials for home caregivers. Again, it's just like the services where you have like the name, you have the video they are going to buy, and then you have the description. So it's like a clear illustrated handbook covering the essential of first aid for home and emergencies and all of that for medical caregivers. So yeah, it's really really good as well. So it's also written by Dr. Teresa Fumeche. We have first aid essentials, and that could be an ebook there. There was a better version of this thing that I did. I think it was under the merch, and I was designing the merchandise. I don't know why that picture did not upload. I did a few of them. Okay, yeah. It could even be in a way. It could even be like a mock-up like this, like this could be like an actual book, a visualization of the actual book. I don't know if that's clear enough. Yeah, it could even be like this. This works. This works as well. Yeah, this works as well. So yeah, that is it. Facilitations for actual healthcare givers. Where was I? Yeah, back to the website. In the digital products, and also the reason why I put $7.99 there. I don't know how much people are willing to. But yeah, this is another good one too. Supporting stroke recovery at home. It talks about rehabilitation tips, mobility assistance, emotional care when a loved one is undergoing maybe a seizure or an episode like stroke. A lot of people panic in that situation, they don't know what to do. But if they had this guide, I think they will be okay. And a lot of people need to really see stuff like this out there. The PDF that is behind that is just like a dummy PDF. It's not really an in-depth PDF, and also healthy eating for seniors. So this could be like a small diet book of what you can cook for maybe aged people, the best things to eat, what nutrients you be getting. Also by Dr. Teresa Fumeche. Again, you as an expert in the field, it's going to mean a lot if your name was in a publication or if you wrote it yourself, because by all the by merit of you just being there, you already have like your stamp of approval and certification when the book is out. So those are just a few of the physical and the digital products that you can have as a shop, which is also another avenue for the website or for a company to make money as well. So now I was putting $5, $10 because I don't know how much somebody in the US is willing to pay for knowledge. Yeah, you write a book and or maybe you are selling a course and you put it at 5k. 5k can be 5 times 5. 5,000 could be roughly maybe $10 or maybe $8 like that. So you put a course for $8 and people are talking and talking and talking and talking and all of that. People, it's not like they don't value knowledge, but many people don't know the value of this type of things. But maybe there, if we to put even something at $10 and it's something priceless because like it's not common knowledge that anybody can see anywhere. It's something priceless, written by a professional for that matter. There's also something I could charge high. So maybe we are getting 23 website visitors per month. When we start with the marketing stuff and all of that, we're now getting what maybe 100 visitors per month. Out of those 100, a good number of them I want to buy maybe this ebook. Maybe I want to know more about first aid. I want to know more about healthy eating. So I've put $5 here, $10, that's $15. $15 times 10 people that come on. Well, I've just done the small math. It's not a big amount, but it's something. At least it's something. When you run the numbers well, it's something that can also generate income for the company. And then we now have subscribe. So subscribe for our newsletter. So this newsletter now is at the back end. Again, since has not put any number, there's also a chance that I'm not going to get any email. At gmail.com. So let me just subscribe for the newsletter. I don't know if we'll even go. Okay, thank you so much for signing up. That's it. Did they send me an email? I don't know. I don't know if they sent me an email. But I'll see. Maybe they sent, maybe there's no send. And then after that now it's not the end or the footer where you have copyrights 2025 integrated health support services at LLC. So this is shop. So from the shop now this is where the links come in. Because we're using the free plan of GoDaddy, we don't have the option of putting the different segments or the different sections under different pages. So we're just forced to cram everything up inside this one page. So somebody visiting the website for the first time, I have to go through everything. But I made it easier because when you have like when you're at the header of the website, let me see. Oh yeah, it works. Yes, I remember. Okay, here's my email here. I received this email today at so Integrated Health and Support Services Limited to me. So it shows that this is a bot that I put at the background. Although I was not sure if it was going to work because in the place of email, I left the email empty. I was confused if I should put the email that has your name or the email that has IHSS. So they sent me one email ago. It said to activate your subscription, click the link, But yes, it sure that it's working. And I'm happy that I've received the email. And this email, once they are subscribed and they are inside, you can be able to send them maybe weekly newsletters. As for the newsletter, don't worry, I can handle that. I think GoDaddy has like an email marketing service, and email marketing is like the biggest. How do I say? Yes, like the biggest and possibly the best form of marketing. Most of the big authors like James Clear, they have built their empires off their email list, so that they will be sending emails to their customers. If you're on Facebook or YouTube or all of that, you're at the mercy of YouTube. You can write a sales post and Mark Zuckerberg decides that I don't want this post here. They restrict the post. You will not do anything about it. But at least when you have like an email list, you get to follow these people up through their emails constantly, unless they unsubscribe eventually. But at least with email, you're sure that it's yours. With Facebook or any other social media platform, anything can happen to your account at any time. So yeah, that is it. So when you come here home, you can go to shop and the link should take us directly to the shop where we have our products. So taking time to load. Yes, it takes us directly to the shop where we have our products. You can click here on contact us and it takes us directly to the contact us page. We can click here on this shopping cart icon, and there was a time when we were trying to order for physical therapy and we can see our orders here. And the only reason why this order is able to save is because of that cookies that we signed in the beginning. So we have the logo here, the hero, and then we also have our favicon. So when we have here, we have like Google icon here, GoDaddy icon, maybe YouTube icon, LinkedIn icon, Canva icon, and all of that. So when somebody enters our site, so they should be able to see our own personal GoDaddy icon here called a favorite favicon. So it's really good as well. So there's a few things I have to set up like SEO, being able to search rank on Google. But I noticed that when I went to Google and I typed the whole integrated health and support services limited, when I type integrated health and support services limited, they gave me other similar organizations, but I did not say our own here. So it surely has to do with that domain. And the domain is basically free for the first year. I think it's $0.01. It's like a few cents for the first year. But for the second year is $21 yearly for that domain. So it costs roughly the same amount as a Google subscription. I'll really advise that we get that domain. If it's just for $21 a year, amongst other costs. It's not really like it's a cost. Let's just consider it like an investment. An investment in capitalism, yeah, or an investment to look more professional, that is really, really going to help if we have that domain. So that we'll not have to face all of these things. They should not let somebody not visit our website and go that I started advertising on top of our own website. It's not going to be nice. And yeah, so far that is our website. And again, when somebody is even visiting the website and the person comes here to our mission and then click on our, or let's say our caregivers, when the person clicks on this picture to open it, it goes directly to our caregivers page. And then when somebody comes also here to click on our services, it goes to the services page. So all the buttons and links are interlinked in this website, so that navigation becomes easier. So if there was a page that was supposed to go somewhere, there are no inactive buttons. All the buttons are working the way they are supposed to be working. Yeah, so without much, that should be it on the website. And then now, back to this our plan here. I mentioned talking about high quality content on LinkedIn. Yes, there are things that we can do on LinkedIn. You can choose to use your personal account, or you can create something like a company, a page, like the official IHSS page, where different people can even manage it and create posts. I think it's really, really going to help as well. So when we look at this, there was a promotional design I was working on. Promotional designs. There are actually a few of them. The other one is in a different tab. I have to open it later on. Then maybe you have like elevate senior living. You make our loved ones perceive the best care possible. Some of our services, a contact number. It's just like a dummy contact number. I've not yet adjusted this contact number. Yeah, but this could be a possible, maybe a design with a write-off and something. And also going to be other articles on health, articles on caregiving, articles, just medical articles. There's just so much that we can write about. It's not a matter of being run out of content. It's impossible to run out of content. There's so much that we can write about. More so for you that you are already many years into the field. Now, the last thing which is also important is about social presence. So I've talked about the domain, I've talked about Google Maps, but also personal online presence. So I was also doing research on something, and if I were to type maybe your name on Google, because this is a thing, I've noticed that when I went to events, I don't know if it's only here, it's everywhere. When you go to events and then you mention yourself somewhere, people try to measure you, or they'll try to come back on LinkedIn and search you. So now I'm checking on Google, and there's no direct picture of you. There are other people named like Ate here, other people named for Mechada are here, but it's no direct, let's say direct mention of you, except it was your Facebook page. And I also noticed that you have a LinkedIn, which is a professional network, but at the same time too, you have not posted anything yet. So your Azure certificate is there, your contact info is there, and everything like that is there. So I looked at it and say, what if you, or anybody else at all, but what if you could be the face of IHSS, like how a like how any company will have their mascot. Maybe Arizona School had, is it the Sun Devils of Arizona School? So maybe you could be the mascot. Okay, no, that sounded disrespectful. Okay, maybe like they could be a face, like this is a face of the company, that type of thing. So now I went further to redesign something following what I had as a, let me just maximize this here. Let me just maximize this here. So all logo samples should not be here. Okay, yes. No, this is just a screenshot that I took when they were saying that the sign up form they could not use address, so they had to ask me to choose if I'm using this there is at formation.com, or if I should use the main email address. So this is why some of the functions were not working. But I'm happy that the email marketing and other functions were able to work very well. And then also welcome subscribers. So when somebody signs up for our newsletter or signs up for our email, it's an immediate email that welcomes them before we can now start sending up follow-up emails and marketing arrangements. The next part of it is also, yes, now when I was looking for your picture, I scattered the entire internet. I did not see your picture. I had to take this from a Facebook post in 2017 somewhere. Like I was looking for a headshot, something like a professional headshot that I could put on LinkedIn. So looking at this now, this is your profile. Data for major health care and health informatics professional, AI certified, all of this. And yeah, because I'm also connections with LC, that's why it's a mutual connection. But what if we could get your profile from this to this, so that by the time someone enters LinkedIn, or by the time they search you up on LinkedIn, they will like, okay, for Major Teresa, maybe is a founder and CEO of Integrated Health and Support Services. You are a healthcare author. You are a health informatics professional. You are Microsoft certified Azure specialist. Previously mentioned that you once had this AI class where you learn about AI and stuff like that. So everything, well, if you don't want to, if this founder CEO sounds maybe cliche, we could drop it, whatever it is that you are comfortable with. This is not how LinkedIn looks like. I just had to readapt the LinkedIn page. So some of these things you have to see it first before it comes into reality. Habakkuk say you must visualize something before it comes to reality. So this was just something I put together, the picture. And again, I could not even get the picture to yellow, so I had to do more editing magic to blend this yellow dress to look blue. Yeah, that right. You had to edit it to look blue. But yes, this is how it could be. I'm not saying this is how I want it to be, but this is one way in which it could be. And then like you have like your location, maybe you have like 17,000 followers, and then you have posts, and then each of these 17,000 followers, because now it's LinkedIn, it's not like Facebook where you just have like a bunch of people just falling out of nowhere. LinkedIn people are a bit more intentional. So when you have 17,000 followers that are following you for your work, it's only a matter of time before we are able to convert a bulk of this traffic to the website, and the website now has these different avenues and different points for sales. So if we have this or something like this on the LinkedIn, if you don't want to post on LinkedIn, it could be Facebook. If you don't want to use your face at all, you could do something like this. But for the page, we could create a new page for IHSS and then we use on LinkedIn. Yeah, it could really work as well. This lady that she like owns a laundry place. I just started posting on Instagram and people already contacting her, even though we had 0 followers. That is just social media. Everybody is here. You can get customers from here, and the website is already there, and everything is already here. So now we're not going to have 17,000 followers in 3 weeks. But I can say within the next this August, so from August up until February now, you could be at a good maybe 3K followers, and then same time next year, maybe 10,000 followers. It's very possible, very possible and attainable. So if you could have this, where you are positioned as a founder and CEO, you are maybe an author, you are specialized in AI, with all the other certifications that are there, it could really be a game changer for iShares and the company. So without taking any much time, I think that is it. So what I want now is to reconsider the domain. The domain is $0.1, $0.01 for the first year, and then I think $20 every year for the next consecutive years. To consider the domain, maybe to consider if you are going to have time any time within the next weeks to author a book, and you can author the book like as a digital book, and that we can post on the website, and to also check some of these services. If the services, where are those services, yes, if the services are in line with what you have, check the Google Maps. And there are also other things that we can add. There's Google Analytics, Google AdSense, where we can get the company to rank up on so that it should be Googleable. Somebody should be able to search on Google and then come direct to our website from Google. You don't have to be sharing links on social media and all of that. But yeah, that is just like the 1 year plan and the vision that we have for IHSS. So with that, just look at it. Maybe you can check at the back end by yourself and then know what we can add, what we can remove, and then when the website is live, we can now work on the other updates later on. Thank you.